Alright, welcome to Pro Wrestling Weekly Season 2. I'm your host, Steve the Reaper. Make sure to follow me on Twitter, which will be in the description down below. It's 2016, everybody. Brand new season of Pro Wrestling Weekly. Season 2. Season 2. Season 2. Big props to New Day for that. Alright, so we have quite the entertaining podcast, to say the least. We have a new design, which looks amazing. The way that I've learned Sony Vegas a little bit more, I'm able to make this look more like a podcast. And it's awesome. We're kicking off 2016 with somewhat of a bang. There are a little bit of some technical difficulties throughout the podcast, and a couple of botches. We talk about the Bullet Club signing with the WWE and where we think that, what WWE is going to use, how they're going to use them. And we also talk a little bit about the Royal Rumble, which is always pretty exciting. Let me just tell you guys, it's Slater's time. The one-man band, baby. Right. I think I've embarrassed myself far enough. So without further ado, let's get right into the podcast, and I will see you guys there.
The Dark Knight is back, bitch.
Hi, my name is Disguise.
Jack the Reaper, 99, YCBC, Young Cat Gang, let's get it.
Alright, we're sitting down right here once again with WWE Town Nation.
Hello, everyone. It's great to be doing this again. Great to be back.
It is indeed great to be back. We are here back on Season 2 Pro Wrestling Weekly. And, man, it's only been like 2 weeks since we've been gone, but, you know, there's so much that has happened in the past couple of weeks.
There's no denying it.
Just so much news has surfaced, and, you know, we're going to offer our opinions on it, and it's going to be a good time. Also, I know that we're not live streaming this right now. That's something that I plan on doing in the near future. However, you can still join the conversation by using the hashtag PWW on Twitter. So make sure you join the conversation there, and we'll be making sure to read your tweets. Let's cover the big news right here. AJ Styles, Doc Gallows, Carl Anderson, and Nakamura have signed with the WWE. This is some pretty big news. What exactly are your thoughts on it?
Could go on for hours.
Right. So, what are your thoughts on it? Like, in a nutshell.
I can't wait.
Yeah.
Like, AJ Styles is absolutely phenomenal. Like, star.
He is.
He is current best wrestlers you will ever find in the world. You know, the Bullet Club is like biggest faction going at the moment with some of the best wrestlers again in the world. It's just absolutely crazy, to be honest.
It is pretty crazy to know that somebody of their caliber are signing with the WWE.
My thoughts are, what if to debut in the Rumble?
Now, that would be a pretty interesting thing if they did enter in the Royal Rumble as a surprise entrant. If they're able to cover it up, I think they can totally pull it off.
I do. I think AJ Styles will debut in the Rumble, but I don't think the Bullet Club will. And I think they'll save that to, like, beat down some, like, the Wyatt family.
Okay.
The Bullet Club versus Wyatt could be a potential, like, huge matchup.
I'd like to see that, honestly.
Yeah, it'd be quite cool. The caliber of the Bullet Club and the talent they've got would be pretty crazy.
Now, in a scenario like that, who would you have go over? Would you have the Wyatt family go over, or the Bullet Club?
I'd have the Wyatts go over.
Oh, okay.
As much as I love the Wyatts and they deserve the momentum they get, and they're very good, Bullet Club do win. Like, I don't think you can find a better faction. Or it's very hard to find nowadays a better faction than the Bullet Club.
This is true. This is very true.
And what I like about the Bullet Club is they're legit. They don't care.
Yeah. So there's kind of a bit of speculation there. Nobody knows when they're debuting. Everybody's saying, "Oh, it's not true. They're just rumors." But the way some people have been tweeting and WWE releasing articles on the situation makes me think that they did sign.
With WWE releasing an article, they wouldn't usually do that if it wasn't true. So you've got to take into perspective with everything else that all the news are saying, and it's like a jigsaw pieces together.
Yeah.
It's about 80% certain it's true. And there's one thing that gives me, that's Finn Balor.
Yeah. His tweet or his Instagram post, one of the two, was him looking at his watch, and it was something along the lines of they should be arriving soon, and with the WWE employment sign right there in the background. So that was,
Club t-shirt.
yeah.
There's also like just it's the warning that NJPW have got. Like they wouldn't have warned him if that wasn't true. And if you actually realised on Wrestle Kingdom, they kind of made them lose matches.
Yeah.
Now, they wouldn't have done that if it wasn't for them leaving.
Yeah, that is a good point.
Especially like with titles on the line and stuff. And AJ Styles is doing a 5-star wrestling tour, which I still want to go to.
Yeah, you've been tweeting that a lot about this 5-star wrestling event. I believe, if correct me if I'm wrong, because you know more than I do. The main event is AJ Styles versus Rey Mysterio, or are they just involved in a match and it's not the main event?
It is actually the main event.
Ooh, I was right. Ooh, okay.
Which is absolutely crazy. But some of the other stars you've got on the tour, you've got Carlito on the tour, you've got Jay Lethal on the tour, and you've got mounds of UK wrestlers on the tour. Rockstar Spud being another. Matty Skill being another. You've got what's his name now? John Morris on the tour as well.
Yeah. In Colt Cabana.
It's a crazy tour, and I really wish I could get to it back on. But I did find out some exclusive news, so I'm quite happy.
Sweet, sweet.
Right, this is Pro Wrestling Weekly, and we need to kick our off for a band. So let's do it.
Alright.
5-star wrestling are already planning another tour, not in the UK, but they're coming to Scotland. They're hoping to go around Europe, and they're hoping to come to America.
Ooh, okay.
So it's pretty big, and it's dropping sometime in January. I don't know which date myself, but game is dropping in January.
That's awesome.
And it's on the PlayStation 4 only.
That's not so awesome.
I mean, probably the other one on the PS3, and it's just, I really enjoyed it. As much as there was as much WWE games, which is, trust me, quite a lot, then it was all to play. There was that acting style to it instead of realism. And it was just good to go back there. And you got like the finisher to finish your reversals and stuff like that. It was so fun. And for them to bring that into the PS4 remaster, new things in challenge mode and bring tutorial mode in, big career downline, DLC in it, it's just my.
Pretty awesome.
I went off topic there, didn't I?
Just not really. I mean, you were giving the basis of the video game, and you intertwined it with the 5-star wrestling tour. So It's all good.
There we go then.
So, let's talk a little bit about Royal Rumble 2016. Um,
Oh boys.
so one of the things about the Royal Rumble is that um, Roman Reigns is going to be defending the WWE World Heavyweight Championship against 29 other people. That is right, guys. Roman Reigns, the WWE title on the line, and Roman Reigns is going to be defending it in the actual Royal Rumble.
Pretty crazy. And maybe I spot out. No offense to the Reed, but the big mistake. The being said, it is the second time that someone is defending the WWE World Heavyweight Championship for a Rumble match, but that actually false. In 1992, the title was actually vacant, so no one was defending it. So it's that first time that someone is actually going into the Rumble as a champion and defending it.
Yeah,
Start pointing that out.
yeah, a lot of people were arguing about that. Somebody almost got mad at me about saying that. It's like, I know what I'm talking about, bro.
Yeah, it is true. So,
So,
it's WWE at the end of the day, though.
yeah. It's like Stone Cold says to Ted Fowler on his Unleashed podcast, no need to get hot about it.
Yeah,
Or don't,
go on though.
or, oh no, that's not how he say it. Don't gotta get hot about it. Something like that. Something along those lines.
Yeah, I know what you mean.
You know, that, to get kind of off topic a little bit, I'm kind of disappointed that, like, you know, he's not gonna, well, him being Ted Fowler isn't gonna be on the podcast as much anymore. I'm kind of sad.
Yeah, I know, right?
Like, honestly, I liked Ted Fowler as a guest. That was, just, I don't know. It was just something about him. I don't know.
I know, it's crazy.
Man. So, oh, okay, back on the Royal Rumble topic. So since the WWE title is being on the line, a lot of people are saying, well, there's only 4 logical people that can win the title. I see their point, but let's kind of just let's stray away from that a bit. All right, Heath Slater can win the title.
You never know. Never know. It is so unpredictable this year. Anyone could win it.
Like DDP
You
could come
have.
out.
You never know. You have. Like, for the last couple of years, we've been like, oh yeah, Batista's gonna win his returning. Oh yeah, Roman Reigns is gonna win. Is being made to look strong all the time. This year, we have no idea whatsoever. You never know. Big Show could win. I had to.
No. No, no. Oh God, I thought you said that you were gonna pick a different superstar instead of Big Show.
I might do.
Oh my God.
But I'm only saying the Big Show because he's been in out for the Rumble.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, I guess I'll be okay with it if he wins, but I don't expect me to be happy about it.
The one person I want to see with the WWE World Heavyweight Champion this year, and we did it on the end of season 1 podcast, is Kevin Owens.
Yeah, I'd like to see that.
You never know, he could win it. You just do not know. But I'm going with either Triple H, right, where Triple H wins. Because Triple H is a champion and Triple H is a CEO, he fires Reigns. Reigns gets angry. That sets a WrestleMania match before Fastlane. But at Fastlane, do clash and meet. Reigns gets fired before Fastlane. And then at WrestleMania, there only is a championship on the line, but Roman Reigns has to win to get his job back.
Ooh.
Or the other guy is Brock Lesnar, just because he is amazing, he's a beast incarnate, and no one else can to German suplex Sheamus 9 times and get up from the broach kicks.
This is true.
So it's just crazy.
I will tell you
Either
this.
one of them,
Oh, no, go ahead.
either one of them, I will be so happy with because it's been such a while since we've seen Triple H being champion, and it'll be cool to actually see him step inside a wrestling ring again and be like champion and be in quite a lot. But if he does become champion, he's in shape for it, don't get me wrong, but he needs to also defend on, like, he needs to be on modern wrestling, he needs to be on, like, live events to boost ratings because he's champion there. Unless he does like a Lesnar thing where he goes on most Raws, destroys anyone in his path, and sets up a long feud. And it's the same with Lesnar, he's still in prime. So, like, he comes on like some other live events at the moment, and Raws, he's on Raw this Monday, for example. And like, it just part-timers is a big part of the company, if you know what I mean, right now.
Yeah.
And because people like, Cesaro, Rollins want to class it as an injury, is out. Get onto that later. Then basically it's just all about pushing the newer stars. I don't think WWE wants to make a new star the WWE World Heavyweight Champion this early. So it's either going to be Roman Reigns if they want to go with someone full time, or someone like Triple H and Brock Lesnar if they want a part timer to be champion.
That's a pretty fair point. I don't know. For me personally, I want the one-man band, baby, to be the WWE World Heavyweight Champion. It's Slater's time.
That'd be so good.
Like, honestly, if Heath Slater won the Royal Rumble and became the new WWE World Heavyweight Champion, I don't even care if they do a thing where Triple H comes out and he's like, yeah, right, give me the title. I don't even care if it's something like that. As long as Heath Slater wins, I will mark out so bad.
You can just imagine the internet, can't you? It'd blow up.
It would. Oh my god, do you realize how good that would be? The network subscriptions would go through the roof if Slater won.
It sure would. I'm not. Like Chris Jericho said, they need a boost in TV ratings, live events, tickets, and network subscriptions.
So
Make
put
it Slater champion.
so put the title on Slater. Come on.
Exactly.
Or even put it on Curtis Axel. I don't care. But in all fairness, I think on a real level, real life situation, I'm pretty sure they're gonna go with Triple H as the WWE World Heavyweight Champion after Royal Rumble. It just seems logical, and it seems like something that they might be doing. So, uh-oh, did we lose him? Oh no, the quality just went down. Oh no. While we get this audio fixed up, this is the perfect time to go to a quick break. When we come back, we'll be discussing more of the Royal Rumble and much more. So we'll see you guys after this message. So of course we have fantasy baseball, we have fantasy soccer, fantasy football. Shoot, we even have DraftKings.com. But what if I told you guys that there is a free, that's right, free wrestling fantasy league? I'm here to talk to you guys about sltdwrestling.com, the only free fantasy wrestling website where you can have bragging rights for your friends. Here's how it works. Go to sltdwrestling.com. You go over to the Predictions League tab. You click on predictions. Then you go down to the SLTD Fantasy League 2016 tab and you click on that. You can join right then and there. You can create your own faction name, pick one WWE Champion, one WWE Superstar, one WWE Tag Team, one Diva, and one NXT Superstar, and leave your Twitter. It's a very unique way of seeing how well you think somebody's going to win. And shoot, everyone likes to have bragging rights against their friends. I know that myself and WWE Town Nation are having a little bit of a war in this fantasy league. So head on over to sltdwrestling.com, a proud sponsor of Pro Wrestling Weekly. So we're sitting right here with WWE Town Nation. So we were just talking about Triple H possibly winning the WWE World Heavyweight Championship at the Royal Rumble. So if he did win, what are your thoughts?
I'd quite like to see it. We haven't seen Triple H being a champion for 7 years, I think.
It's not, that seems about right, yeah.
Yeah, about 7 years it'll be now. Crazy.
Yeah.
And it'd be quite cool to see. Like to see him inside the ring again, but if he does, he'll need to keep active. I know he'll be a part-timer in the ring, but he'll be there every week anyway, so it doesn't matter.
Yeah.
He's got the COO position. But I think if Triple H wins, he'll be building up a feud with Roman Reigns. That's the only way I can see Triple H winning.
It seems about right. Now, do you think that he wins in a devious way, or
I think it will. Like, I was chatting to my brother about it actually the other day, and we came with, like, Roman Reigns has fighted off everyone. Like, he came in at like number 9, something like that, and he's beaten down the 28 other guys.
yeah,
Absolute huge weight, and then Triple H is music tips. Roman Reigns is like, oh no, here we go. They go for like a massive brawl, the fight in the ring for about 5 or 10 minutes, and eventually some of the authority members comes out. Stephanie and even Big O could come back out. And they distract Roman Reigns. Roman Reigns turns around. Realizes Roman Reigns is distracted. Triple H chucks him inside the ring, and the Big Show and Stephanie. Roman holds on, and Big Show and Stephanie like pull him down. Roman Reigns is eliminated. Triple H is the new champion.
It's a pretty unique way of ending Royal Rumble.
Exactly. And I could see it happening, especially with like the already being such a big,
Big part, yeah.
Yeah.
So, do you think the crowd is going to like turn heel on the Royal Rumble again if Triple H wins, or how do you think that they're gonna react? Quick edit there, guys. There's been technical difficulties going on, so please bear with us. We weren't really expecting this many technical difficulties throughout the podcast, but it is what it is. So thank you guys for still sticking with us. If we were live right now, we would probably be screwed. Anyway, so how do you think the crowd is going to react? Well, now it's all right. I don't think Vince wants us to talk about how they're going to react.
It's because he knows it'll probably happen, so
Right.
he doesn't want to talk about it.
Oh boy. There is going to be all. Oh my goodness.
This is so. It's like what the happening right now.
Yeah, pretty much. All right, so sorry for the quick edit, guys. It's gonna probably seem a little bit choppy in this episode, and I apologize. Whenever we try talking about the crowd reacting to Triple H winning the title, mic quality seems to go bad on both sides of the Skype call. So we think Vince is a part of the Illuminati and doesn't want us to talk about Triple H. So we are going to ignore that altogether. See,
Just casually move on.
exactly. Oh my god, it's so ridiculous. So, next on the little bit of the agenda. So Injury Mania is running wild, brother. So WrestleMania 32 is kind of in in the air, and I was looking at WrestleZone.com and their forums, and somebody actually created a form of like how they'd book WrestleMania 32. And I'm gonna read these matches off to you, and I want you to know. Well, I want you to tell me what your thoughts are for these matches. You done with it?
Okay,
Okay.
let's do it.
So for the WWE World Heavyweight Championship, Kevin Owens as the champion versus Brock Lesnar.
That just sounds like a dream map, and that just sounds absolutely phenomenal to me. That is what I want to see by the end of the year. Kevin Owens being champion and versing against Brock Lesnar. What other stage could you do that but wrestle? Fantastic.
Exactly. By the way, guys, this comes in from the WrestleZone user WCWF on the WrestleZone daily forums. So just wanted to give credit where credit is due. Next up is Triple H versus Roman Reigns, and if Roman Reigns wins, the Authority is no more.
Tried that out with this series 2014.
Yeah, that's what
And
I'm saying.
it didn't, yeah, it didn't quite work out. So, I wouldn't put the Authority thing on, but I'd maybe make it like a last man standing or something. And if Reigns wins, he gets a title shot.
Yeah.
That's what I do.
Next up would be The Undertaker versus Bray Wyatt Part 2. And this is what he says. While not compelling, it makes sense. Wyatt said he wouldn't rest until he took the dead man down. This could be Wyatt's moment. Wyatt would win in a passing of the torch. Not only would he win, he would beat Taker so bad he can't even stand.
To be honest, I don't want to see Taker Wyatt again.
Yeah, I don't. Yeah.
It was some spots in the matchup, like the spider walk and the setup, that was quite cool. But overall, at WrestleMania 31, it was. Put it this way, it was not as good as Lesnar take, even though the streak ended.
Yeah,
Not as good as that.
I agree.
If I had to see someone versus Taker, it's quite hard because of all the injuries.
Yeah.
But I'd probably like to go for. I'd quite like to see Ambrose Taker.
Did you say Wait, who did you say? Dean Ambrose?
I'd quite like to see Ambrose Taker.
Okay.
It's like the lunatic against the Phenom. You can build it around that.
Okay.
And because like Cena being out, and in this scenario, Owens versus Lesnar, and Rollins being out, and Cesaro being out, and all these injuries, he's kind of one of the top dogs.
All right.
So it'd be quite good to see that.
Okay. I can see where you're going with that. So next up on his card, Intercontinental Championship match. Dean Ambrose is the champion versus Chris Jericho. Ambrose eliminates Jericho in the Rumble, leading to Jericho turning heel on him, setting up this match for Mania.
Love it. Jericho's a heel. I always bloody love it. Even a face, he was quite. Even as a face, he's quite funny. It's true with the Green Day stuff that happened
Oh yeah.
That was quite funny. But overall, Chris Jericho as a heel is great, and I'd love to see Jericho become the 10-time Intercontinental Champion.
That'd be
The
insane.
one, the one to be in double digits Continental Champion. I think it'd be quite an immense, like, what do you call it? Achievement
Right. Okay. Yeah. Yeah.
for him. Especially because he'd only be the one in double digits, and for it to happen on the grandest stage of them all. Great.
Yeah. So next up on his card. Oh wait, were you still gonna add on, or were you going to add on, or were you good?
Great. I'm fine.
Oh, okay. Just there was a little bit of a long pause, so I don't know. So next up on the card that he has is the League of Nations, Sheamus, Rusev, Wade Barrett, and Del Rio versus the Bullet Club, Styles, Gallows, Anderson, and Balor. League of Nations trying to cost somebody a match, and Bullet Club makes their debut.
That is quite a. I like thinking.
Yeah, I think it could possibly work, honestly.
I like his thinking. Especially because the League of Nations are so hated on, and the Bullet Club have been so loved on.
Yeah.
I can see that work. Yeah, that
Plus,
sounds pretty cool.
plus it would be Balor's WrestleMania debut and main roster debut.
Exactly. And he said he only wants the not to the NXT roster. He only wants to go to the WWE roster if the Bullet Club do debut. So with that happening, he could I could see Bullet Club winning all the championships. To be honest with you, tag team titles, the Intercontinental and the all US and the WWE World Heavyweight. I can see it happening.
Hopefully that happens, though. I'd really like to see that.
I would. I think everyone would.
I think everybody would go
And there's
ballistic, honestly.
Yeah. And there's no one in that like faction that you can't. He doesn't deserve a championship because every single one do.
Yeah. So next up on his card is a 20-minute Iron Woman match for the Divas title. Paige versus Charlotte versus Sasha versus Becky. History-making match with Sasha Banks going over.
I can. I'd prefer to see a triple threat between Paige, Becky, and Sasha because at the moment I would rather die in a hole than see Charlotte become.
Wow.
She's just dumping. I used to like her, but since, no offense to Ric Flair, he is one of the best guys in the business. He's a legend and can't take anything away from him. But it's how Charlotte's been booked because of her being Ric Flair's daughter.
Yeah.
And it's only peeing me off it. I think it's peeing off everyone.
Yeah. And then, there's going to be some people that are like, well, no, because it's Ric Flair. It's like, you gotta kind of see past the curtains a bit. Like, is that what you really think, or are you being a yes man? It's like, come on.
Exactly.
Like,
I can't take anything away from Ric Flair. He is the top time WWE World Heavyweight Champion, being 16, and one of the best legends in the business.
yeah,
And it's not his fault that Charlotte is getting booked and the hate that she is. And Ric Flair, seen a lot of hate go towards him at the moment.
yeah,
But it's not their fault. It's the critics and how they're booking them, though.
yeah. Like, that was what I said right there. That was in no disregard to Ric Flair. He's awesome. I'm just saying, like, I think I think creative uses, like, Ric Flair is kind of like a smokescreen. to where people are like, oh wait, but Ric Flair is managing Charlotte. That means that we have to like her. It's like, no, you don't.
Exactly. I don't think a lot of people like her because of what's happening at the moment as well.
Yeah. I can't tell if she's a heel. Like, on Raw, she attacked Becky Lynch after Becky Lynch beat her. So I don't know if they're gonna make her heel now. I don't know if they're gonna still make her a face. I don't know if Paige is gonna be the glamour vampire and be heel. I don't know if she's going the AJ Lee route. I don't know if Becky Lynch is ever gonna get that push. Where's Sasha Banks? We don't know. Where are all the good divas at?
Just so you know, because you know that, or because I know that you're such a huge Becky fan, should I say?
Yes, I am. I am proud.
WWE, I don't blame you. Backstage at WWE, they're really behind Becky at the moment and want her to win the Divas title. And they're thinking about doing it at WrestleMania or maybe before, so you could be a lucky man.
I know I said that I'd mark out if Heath Slater won the WWE title, but if Becky won the Divas Championship, heel or face, well, although I prefer her to still be a face, I would be so happy. I would be happy.
You won't stop smiling for like weeks.
I would be. Just walking to school. Steve, why are you smiling? Because Becky Lynch won the Divas title. Who's that? Don't talk to me ever again.
Yeah, I'm like that at school. When something really good happened in wrestling, I just go with the face and I'm like, oh, this happened with someone, or and someone asked me the other day. I can't believe I said this.
Uh-oh.
Talking about Heath Slater. Steve Slater.
Oh.
I punched her face.
No, they did not ask who Heath Slater. Oh, no.
I punched him in the face.
Did you really?
Yeah.
That Big Show knockout punch, right? Oh.
Like, the amount of hate you can get at school, and you know, the amount of hate you get at school because you like something that's supposedly fake is unbelievable.
Now, see, I don't get hate for it. I hate the people. Because I was reading a WCW book last year, and somebody walked up to me and was like, so you're reading about the real wrestling, eh? Not the fake one? I was like, oh no, you are stupid.
Yeah, I get a lot of hate because I like it.
I mean, like, I don't, like, people see me tweet about it all the time, and it's just like, oh, well, alright. I mean, they don't say anything about it, so it's cool. I mean, some people are like, oh, so how do you like in 2K16? It's like, oh, so you're actually gonna be cool about it. Alright. Like, see, I can respect that.
Social media is great for that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
But real life people, seriously, they're just so right beeps.
And, you know, like, if people are going to tell me that wrestling is fake, then okay. Do it in a respectful way, so that way I don't get heated and, like, totally just blow up. Because there is a problem with that, I want to say last month, to where, somebody said that, and I even told you about this, somebody tweeted that wrestling is fake, and mind you, this guy was following me and I was following him, and I said, but you won't at them though, and then he unfollowed me. It's like, oh really? Like,
Yeah, like, social media is kind of cool for that stuff because there's always fans scat around that'll speak to you about what you like.
yeah.
But in real life, it's really hard to do that because you don't know where those kind of people that like what you like are. They could be like, we're halfway across the world right now.
We are.
Social media.
Yeah.
But in real life, you don't know. You have no idea.
That's exactly right.
It's so hard. But that's why I call social media my true home.
Exactly
because I
right.
get to chat to people. Because I get to chat to people. Well, I love the most.
Yeah. And that's awesome. That's the awesome part of Twitter.
Exactly. Not the voice crack.
We just went off on a tangent, but that is alright because like I told you guys, and like you guys actually voted on Twitter, it's more of a relaxed approach to Pro Wrestling Weekly. Sure, we're covering various news topics, but we're also doing it in a conversational manner, and we just talked about social media and wrestling, and how people think wrestling's fake, and how that led to Ric Flair and Charlotte, to me liking Becky Lynch, to me complaining about the divas. It just went full circle somehow. It was weird.
It's alright though.
Yeah, it is alright.
I'll just cover everything in 5 minutes.
So, back to this, I don't want to say fantasy booking, but WrestleZone user on the forums. Fatal five way. Fatal five. Okay, cool. Fatal five way TLC. Like, you see Fatal five when it's like, what? Okay. TLC tag title match. The Usos versus Harper and Rowan versus the Dudley Boys versus Lucha Dragons versus the New Day. Why not? This is a match where stars could be made. Anyone other than the Usos should win. New Day should probably drop the belts here.
Exactly. And look at last time, which was TLC with a fatal four-way ladder match. Look at that matchup. It put out the best talent in the tag division, and it still showed out.
Exactly.
And especially with the kind of spots that they did, like the Salida del Sol ladder.
Oh my god.
That was mental.
That was a thing of beauty.
It sure was. Half past one. On the edge of bed. Jumping around. Oh my god! Did that really just happen? Yeah. That just. So why not add another tag team to it and bring out more talent and who knows, make a good stipulation like a ladder match again, and could again see WrestleMania being stolen Reagan into the ship.
I like to see that. While we're on the topic of freaking out, you know how Dolph Ziggler and Heath Slater happened at Raw this past Monday?
Yeah.
After when Ziggler came out, when I heard I'm just one man, and I was like, oh my god. It's Heath Slater and Adam Rose and Curtis Axel and Bo Dallas. Oh my god. The 5-man band, baby.
Yeah. Were you a bigger fan of Slater or Becky Lynch?
Oh no. I don't know. That's tough. That is actually tough, and it shouldn't be tough. I want to say, oh no, Becky Lynch. Here's why, right? I think part of it has to do with her being on Chris Jericho's podcast. I think that is one of the main reasons why.
Okay.
What about you? It's a tough one. That's what I'm saying. It shouldn't even be a tough one. It should be like, oh yeah, Becky, or oh yeah, Heath. But it's not. It's difficult somehow.
Exactly. It's so difficult.
Well, we can always come back to that. We don't have to answer that right now.
Exactly.
And so the final match that's actually on the card, well, on his card, is Daniel Bryan versus Kurt Angle. A final match for Angle and a test for Bryan here. That is interesting.
I like that. It's like the American Dragon against the Olympic hero, isn't it?
Yeah, that would be awesome.
and it's two of the best technical wrestlers you will ever find on this planet.
This is true. This is very
They're
true.
so good. You can just see it being a very, very technical and make it a submission matchup.
Yeah.
You're good.
So that brings up to another thing. Do you think Angle is going to sign back with TNA, or is he going to come back home?
It's coming home.
He's coming home? I hope he does.
He's doing this UK tour with TNA at the moment, but at the end of January, gonna take a break and then he's gonna return to WWE. I'm telling you. I'm guessing it'll return around SummerSlam time.
Okay. I'm alright with that. Here's my 2016 wish list so far for WWE. Make Heath Slater champion. Make Becky Lynch champion. Have Kurt Angle come back either before WrestleMania or after WrestleMania. And then have Undertaker inducted into the Hall of Fame.
Yes, that needs to go on.
And Sting.
Sting, definitely.
And might as well add X-Pac in there too.
I like X-Pac.
No, I like him too, but I'm just saying, like, I mean, first it was Shawn Michaels, and then it was Scott Hall, and Kevin Nash last year. X-Pac has to be next up on the list, and then I think next year it's going to be Triple H.
Yeah,
Somehow that seems fitting.
it does. Apparently, Vader's going to be inducted this year.
Who's being inducted?
I don't think so.
Wait, no, who did you say, though?
Vader.
Oh, Vader? Yeah, I saw that. He kind of teased at it, and, you know, more power to him. I mean, if he is inducted.
Exactly. I don't mind that.
Yeah, I wouldn't mind that either. I'm going to be honest, I wouldn't mind that either.
Yeah, he deserves to be in it. Put it out.
Yeah. Might as well put China in there too, right? Don't know how that's going, but okay.
A lot of people don't want her to be just because of her background, but personally, I'd like to see it.
Yeah, it's like just I realize why they don't want to because of what she's been involved in now, and probably some other backstage stuff that happened years ago that nobody actually knows for sure other than the people involved. And it's like, did they remove Hulk Hogan from the Hall of Fame?
Yes.
They did.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, okay, so alright, so they didn't remove Trump then, that's right. I don't know what I was thinking. It's like, okay, then actually no, that brings up a good point. If Trump is in the Hall of Fame, and I'm probably gonna regret saying this, why not China? Honestly, like, you're gonna have Trump in there, why not China?
You shouldn't regret that because you have a clear point. Trump has been. It sounds so wrong, doesn't it? Trump.
Yeah.
Trump has been. Let's say. Making some remarks he shouldn't have.
Yeah.
Over the last few months, I guess now.
Yeah, ever since like everybody's been making their speeches and debating, yeah.
Yeah. And if he's still in the Hall of Fame, then you've got a point. Why not China? And why did they remove Hulk Hogan from the Hall of Fame for making that racial remark if Donald Trump is doing it?
You know, there's one logical explanation on why Trump is still in the Hall of Fame. It is very possible that the McMahons are supporting Trump's campaign.
Ooh, that is interesting.
And so in order to still be in good with Donald Trump, which I see why, he has a lot of money, but in order to still be in good touch with Trump, they're gonna keep him in the Hall of Fame. And
That could be the reason. That sounds very logical.
I mean, you saw WWE's statement in regards to the matter. They said that they weren't going to get involved in any political statements, but
Yeah,
but it makes them look hypocritical. Like, you got rid of Hogan for saying something racist, but you're not gonna get rid of Trump. It's like,
that's the thing.
and I don't mean to get into politics. If you guys disagree with me, fine. That's all I'm gonna say is fine. But everybody has an opinion, and I'm simply sharing mine.
Just say Reapers. Fuck you now.
Yeah. Uh,
I'm good at pocket, trust me. Leave money to me.
it's funny that I say that because I like to think that I speak the truth at times. My friend and I, it's very weird. People in school call me Steve Reapers. Don't know why. I don't know why. And some people called me Savage. And some people like, ooh, Steve likes to live dangerously. And so there is this new marketing thing that I have, and we're going to call it the DSSR, Dangerously Savage Steve Reapers.
That's quite cool.
All I need to do is put that on a t-shirt and boom.
Exactly, you've got it, haven't you? Hey, throw 'em all around school,
Yeah.
Put 'em up on Redbubble, get people to buy it. Sorted.
Yes. Oh my god. Just imagine a bunch of people in my school wearing a bunch of Dangerously Savage Steve Reapers t-shirts. Oh my god. Can you... Oh, jeez.
That's my kind of thing. What's if you were doing?
Right? Like, it wouldn't surprise me, though, because I think part of the reason why is people, like, because of my Twitter name, people just, they called me Steve Reaps, and it's like, oh, alright. And now people just say it regularly. Like, when I got a new phone, I texted people just in case, like, contact, my phone number didn't come up as a part of the contact. And when I told them that it was Steve, they were like, Steve Reapers? And I was like, sure. Yes. You're a real life friend, but you're gonna call me Steve Reapers. Gotcha. Cool. I don't know. It's really weird. Don't know why.
I don't know, that's very strange.
Wow, we got way off topic. So okay, so we talked about Kurt Angle. Oh, by the way, it's totally up to them if they want to indict China. At this point, it's getting annoying. So, is what it is. So, speaking of Daniel Bryan versus Kurt Angle, Daniel Bryan, the man that seems like WWE is scared to pull the trigger.
Well, after his Instagram post, I won't be surprised if things are heated between the two of them.
I'm not surprised either. Like, and I don't blame him. They need to, if he is healthy enough, if he is healthy as much as he says that he is, and he is ready to get back into it, and he's been cleared by all these doctors, like an NFL doctor who specialized in concussions, if he cleared him, what is preventing them? Like,
Is NFL is like real, if you know what I mean.
yeah.
Being covered by ROH, and what also gets me, that was like 3 or 4 months ago now.
Yeah.
The last trigger will be Raw Rumble. If he's not in the Raw Rumble match, that'll be it for Brian. He'll go.
I think so. Because they're holding him back at this point. If they don't let him re-debut back at the Rumble, they are holding him back.
And also, turn for the Bullet Club as well,
Yeah. I wouldn't mind seeing a match between Daniel Bryan and AJ Styles.
And like, it's putting all the little pieces
Yeah.
And it seems like Brian is getting more and more frustrated by the day that he's not getting cleared. And if it gets to Royal Rumble and he's had no phone call whatsoever to say, hey, come and join in the Rumble, do your surprise entry.
Yeah.
That'll be it for Brian.
Yeah.
Go.
And like,
He'll go.
I
Last for
hope.
his contract terminated and everything.
Yeah, I hope that WWE proves us wrong. I hope that they're purposely holding him back and making him say all this just so that we're surprised by the Royal Rumble. I honestly hope that that's the case.
Yeah, and I mean, like, making Brian a surprise entrant in the Rumble, everybody would mark out to it.
Yeah.
Like, it'd be one of them returns at, like, oh my god, he's actually back. I can't believe it.
Yeah.
And with everything that's going on with Brian at the moment, and him wanting to be cleared, Rumble's a perfect time to do it.
It is.
WWE's ratings might get boosted back up if he returns full time again.
Yeah.
Ratings could go up. He's a potential contender for any of the championships, really. Even Divas.
Oh no. No, no,
No,
no.
joke.
No, not. No, I don't even care if you were joking. That's more of a joke for the big show. Come on. Ah, Daniel Bryan. Oh no, I can't believe you said that.
Should know. I bring jokes to Pro Wrestling Weekly.
You do. You
It's
do.
great.
It is great. But it's like, oh my god, I can't believe you just made a reference to the Divas and Daniel Bryan at the same time. It's sad.
If people laugh, I don't care.
Nah, this is fair. This is a fair point.
If people enjoy it and people laugh, why not?
Exactly. Exactly.
I'll tell you what I do love, though, and this is from SmackDown.
Okay.
Joey being a heel.
Was being a heel? Or not being a heel?
He's being a heel now, heel commentator, Jerry Lawler.
Is he really?
Yeah, his return back to his heel commentary. This, I can't remember his name, it's like, I don't remember his name now, because it's like it's something.
The new guy.
Yeah, this new guy's like joined on the commentary team, but Jerry Lawler's turned heel, and he's basically a heel commentator now.
That is weird because I don't think anybody was a heel commentator on SmackDown for some time.
No, and he's so bloody good at doing it. It's unbelievable.
Oh, so he's better at doing commentary now? Or is it...
He's way better as a heel commentator than he was before. If you haven't seen it, check it out. It is amazing.
So that's interesting then. So at pay-per-views, are they gonna make it 2 heel commentators?
Possibly. And there is also news today that there is a new NXT commentary team. I think it said Corey Graves and Tom Phillips. I think it said.
Oh, I miss Tom Phillips.
Yeah, I think he's on the NXT commentary team now.
I'll have to check out NXT after this then. That's interesting.
Well, it was the first taping.
Oh, okay. Well,
It happened on the first tapings. But I think it choreographed by not Barry Saxon. Tom Phillips.
gee. So, I mean, that's all on my little spreadsheet thing. I mean, it pretty much wraps it up. I mean, unless you would like to add anything else.
Not that I can think of. No, not that I can think of.
All right. So, before we as Stone Cold would say at the end of his podcast, right off into the sunset. Would you like to make any plugs?
Sure. Right. Where do I start? If you want the latest wrestling news and rumors, make sure to not only check our cast because we cover it all, but check out ntwwrestling.wordpress.com. They cover everything from rumors, news, headlines, everything. Also, WWEOnNation.com. We do absolutely everything and anything, including the WWE station. I can't believe I got my own bloody website plugger on.
I know. That's, oh my goodness. Botch.
Am I the botcher this season?
It is very possible. Although, actually, you know what? Yeah, I think you're so far leading the score in botches for the season.
I don't. Watching this right now. Score every box me and Steve get wrong. And at the end of season 2, if you comment down below, or after every week, comment down below how many botches we've totaled altogether, and I will seriously give you a shout out on my channel that has over 1,200 subscribers.
And I'll also do one which has 2,250. So that's like a combine of 3,000 followers that you guys could possibly get. So I mean, it's a good way to think about it. And for the botches, that may be tongue twisters or maybe audio fails. I mean, you guys can tear a new one into us. I don't care. It's fun.
Neither do I, it is. It's getting you guys involved too. Why not?
It
That's what we
does.
like to do. If we get you involved and you enjoy our content, we're happy bunnies.
Exactly. I mean, like, seriously, if you want to count me singing the beginning chord of Heath Slater's theme as a botch, I'm okay. I'm okay with that.
Okay?
I mean, yeah. Well, sure. Yeah.
It's legit.
And then if we ever mention Sin Cara on a podcast, you can add plus 150 Botchamania points. So there goes 150 right there. Right. So.
Talking about Sin Cara. Oh, shit. I was about to say he's injured it now, but then I realised I said that name.
El Mystico is injured. I repeat, El Mystico is injured. Or whatever his wrestling name was in
Did you see what Big E tweeted? I think it was yesterday. He tweeted, because Callisto put something up and put, me and El Torito went Lucha Style tonight, Houston, last night.
Okay.
And but Match sitting at home and Hunico's injured.
Yeah.
And it just really funny how he didn't put that guy's name. He put Hunico.
No.
He put Hunico.
Uh-oh. Wait. Does that mean that... You know what? You guys can't even count it. Does that mean that Sin Cara is secretly Hunico?
Yeah. He hasn't since, I think Steve Carell. Oh, shit, that's fantastic. I think the Steve Carell, in a Mexican company, if I'm not mistaken. Hunico's been that guy for about, well, over a year now.
So this whole entire time, Hunico has been doing aerobatic Sin Cara moves. And he is Sin Cara.
That's about 600 points for you.
I don't even care. We just made a groundbreaking discovery. You can bring...
Yeah,
You can bring back Primo and Epico and put them together with Kara Sin and Kalisto. Doesn't count.
Every time you say Karasena, I think they should take off about 600 points. That's just fantastic.
Put us in the negatives, yeah. Making up points as we go. I like it. I like it.
Yeah, I do.
So with making that groundbreaking discovery of Huniko being Kara Sin, maybe next week on Pro Wrestling Weekly we'll look in depth if Kalisto is secretly Rey Mysterio. Looks like him. That's not racist.
You never know. You never ever know.
Whoa, jeez. We got into plug.
Mine's just like being blown.
Oh my god. I don't know how your plugging turned into us doing gangbusters mysteries, but that's fine.
I know, it's crazy, right?
Okay, so you guys can check out him out the wow. You can check.
It's so good. I'll say it if you like. I can try not to tongue twist things.
Please do.
If you're that right. You check me out first on WWETownNation.com. Yes, I am a robot now. Just check everything out on that website, from announcements to yesterday I put up a WWE Games announcement as well instead of my YouTube announcements. YouTube videos, YouTube up there, news, rumours, headlines, everything of the sort goes up there. Also, if you or donate to Child's Play charity, make sure to go and check out wrestling.com, and this year on the April 22nd to the 24th, exclusively on Twitch TV/WrestleThon, they will be playing wrestling games, not just one, but they have, I think they've planned about 15. They will be playing wrestling games for 40 hours straight. No breaks. And that's about it.
Awesome. Go ahead. What were you gonna say?
So they're the most important ones. And because I'm if you want to check out, even though it's closed, you can still check it out. A City Wrestling League. Make sure to go and check out. I'll give you a Twitter link. The actual link. Whoops. Make sure to go and check out twitter.com/SLTD League. Single leg takedown it stands for. And their official Twitter, twitter.com/SLTD Wrestling. They don't just do like wrestling things, they chat to you guys. They are very, very friendly bunch of people. And you could hear this voice on another YouTube channel or two.
Nice. Yeah. So we're gonna right off into. I know I'm gonna botch the end, man. I don't like this. So we're gonna ride off into the illustrious sunset in the words of Stone Cold. And yeah, we'll see you on the flip side. Alright, that's gonna do it right there for this first part of the second season of Pro Wrestling Weekly. I want to thank all of you homies for tuning in and listening to us talk. I know there's a few technical difficulties throughout the episode, but hopefully we'll have those fixed at the next episode of Pro Wrestling Weekly. So please let me know, guys, if you enjoy like this new layout. I know that I enjoy this background. This looks pretty sick. They didn't really give me a name of the designer, so if you're watching this, thank you. I really appreciate it. I know WWE Town Nation talked to him about it, and we got it. And it looks awesome. So let me know what you guys think about this layout. I really do appreciate it. Don't forget to join the conversation by using the hashtag ProWrestlingWeekly, and we may even read out your tweets on the next episode. I know you guys like when YouTubers like read your tweets and whatnot, so we'll offer the same thing for you guys. So thank you guys so much for listening once again, and we'll see you guys in my next video. Peace.